To Ben, as it's being his last board meeting, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate your leadership that you've had since you've been here, and then most importantly since my short time here as part of cabinet. And while I'm sad to see you go, I wish you all the best.
Ben, it truly has been a pleasure and an honor. Thank you for everything that you've done for the district, and you will be missed.
Other thing when people ask me about on my board service, it was, you know, what was the biggest accomplishment you've had on the board, and it's an instant answer, and it was hiring Ben Kirby. That impact that we've had on the district, it's the best decision that I've made in my entire time that I'm on the board, and I'm so gonna miss you so much, but I'm so happy for you to have the opportunity to get back, you know, closer to your roots and in with your kids and your ever expanding family. So wish you all the best.
Give this a shot. So actually I have a really cool plaque that's getting made that this baseball is gonna sit on, and it's a whole thing, but my vendor was an idiot and it wasn't done today. So it might have been me that I waited too long, but so this is what the plaque's gonna say. A few years ago, a dear older friend, Charlie, had a major stroke that rendered him unable to speak or walk. He was an active and vibrant firefighter and blue-collar guy that was loved by all. A group of us decided to host a fundraiser for him to meet our goal of purchasing a van equipped with a lift so that his wife could get him to his important appointments that would aid in his recovery. The ball was rolling, and we had a ton of sponsors and awesome prizes, and we were slated to raise $20,000 or $30,000. A few weeks before the event, COVID happened. We kept postponing and delaying the event, but finally had to cancel. The good news is that we were still able to do some auctions and fundraisers, and he still ended up with the van. So I asked a lot of folks for prizes, and folks were so generous. Mary Angelopoulos, God rest her soul, gave me an autographed Alan Trammell baseball from her husband's day of owning a popular watering hole for all the Detroit sports greats. I was so pumped to auction off the ball of my hero from when I was a kid. Since our fundraiser never happened, I took the ball back to Marion, and she said, "Keep it. You will know who should have it." Those Skittles. As I reflect, I think about how awful a time we had with COVID, opportunities missed, drive-through graduations, and the tremendous loss of life. But I do ponder the best things that came out of COVID, and the list is small, but Ben Kirby is on the top of the list. A true legit leader and man that stood by his word and forever stands by his team. I feel lucky to have been part of hiring him, and a privilege to call him my friend. I think Marion would agree this ball belongs to him, a true dragon in every sense of the word. Thanks for giving these kids and adults the best you had. May your next destination feel the joy that you have brought thousands in the Lake Orion School District. Go Dragons. No, we won't tell them. You can put it in the box.
We won't tell them.
That's awesome. Thank you, Scott. It's very meaningful.
I do want to acknowledge Ben and his leadership over the past 4 years. I don't have nearly as elaborate of a speech written out, but 4 years is just like a blink of the eye. I feel like when you just got here, and I'm sorry to see you go. And my message to the team up there in Forest Hills was, boy, are you guys lucky to get him. So thanks for being here for us. I think my first memory of you in the district outside of the Brady Bunch interview style we had with you, I think what was very trend-setting, one of our, gotta be the most unique thing we've done is hire a superintendent in the Zoom era. But when you got here, I remember going to graduation that year with you and introducing you to some of the high school staff. And I remember that whole nuance and how gentle and kind you were in coming into the new district. And you've been a wonderful leader, and I want to thank you for your time here. And once a dragon, always a dragon.
Thank you, Morgan.
But definitely, the low point is saying goodbye to you, Ben. You've been wonderful. For my tenure on the board, you've been the only superintendent I know. Those are some huge shoes to fill, and you will be greatly missed, and we wish you all the best.
So my first memory and impression of Ben on Zoom was that this guy, like, well, right, and because that was when everybody's watching the meetings, and I was like, gosh, this guy he just has no personality. Like I was like, and that was my first impression. I think I remember telling you this, you called me. And so we were just chatting and, it was, I remember thinking like, gosh, doesn't seem like you really care, like the impression that you got and now I feel like I don't know a person who cares more. I will miss you tremendously.
So I made a list because there was, so much I could say, and we could be here all night talking about you. And I think this kind of plays to Heather's point, your quiet leadership, right? You're not this big, exuberant leader, but in that, you bring out the best in others, and that's rare. That's your goal. That is your goal. And you do it in a way, and I can say this from personal experience, that you never make someone feel lesser. And once again, so rare. And the quote that, will stick with me about you is people won't remember what you said or what you did, but they will remember how you made them feel. And I think that encapsulates you, and I appreciate you. And like Susan said, you're the only superintendent I have known, so big shoes to fill, and Forest Hills is so fortunate to have you, and you will be missed, but we know you're going to do great things, and don't forget about us, because you're always a dragon.
Yeah, Scott, you and your ideas, it would have been all right for me to go already, but no, I do appreciate all the compliments, the people that have sat to the right of me for the last 4 years, and to the left and to the front. That's why we're able to do as much as we've done. I'm just thankful that you gave me a chance. And so I guess, I didn't think it would be that hard to talk, so I apologize. But no, it's been fabulous being here, and I think you all know that, and we've talked through the reasons and the many things, but I do appreciate it. I am a dragon through and through, and always will be. So thank you for everything.
Thank you.